Hello, my name's Creepable here. Today we're going to be reading a creepypasta called High Frequency by Chris Phoenix. The most amazing and most horrible thing just happened to me. I stumbled upon a discovery of a lifetime, but at the same time I wish I could undiscover it. I was actually just tampering around with some music programs creating ambience tracks. You see, ever since I was 12 or so, I played music when I went to sleep. It kind of helped to calm my nerves like a lullaby, however much you consider music by the Verve or Everclear, lullabies. Well, in recent years, I've really gotten big into ambient music, as it helps me clear my mind, focus my creative energies, like a meditation. No, I'm not a Buddhist. I don't see it as a spiritual thing, and I don't try to focus my chi. I just like to clear my head sometimes, and I think ambience helps. Well, lately I've been making my own ambience, and I'm quite satisfied with it. But I found different types bring different images, especially to the subconscious sleeping brain. I, I hypothesized it has something to do with the pitch and the frequency. I made a number of different tracks, all of them very long, each one at a different frequency. Found that the lower frequency tapped into my darker thoughts, so I tried dealing with higher frequency. My next few nights sleeping in my dreams were a confused jumble of images. I tried higher frequencies, but they gave me a headache, the louder it got, until I went to the threshold, just below 1000 Hz. It started out there, as a low hum in the back of my brain, and slowly crept higher. Half the track was all but inaudible, but I was satisfied with it. That evening I threw it on as I went to bed. I awoke staring at the stars. First I thought I was dreaming, that I was lying in open field stargazing, but I could feel the bed beneath me. Bed springs creaked as I moved. I sat up on the edge of the bed, looking around the room, and though I could see the floor and the walls, I could also see through them to the ground beneath. I could see the neighbor houses, and at the same time I could see through them. I could still hear the ambience, just slightly, but I could also hear the heater moaning out overhead. Sound kept growing louder, like wind through a tunnel. I don't remember putting the track on loop, but it was still playing despite the fact it seemed to be dawn. I watched as light filled across the sky, staining it blood red with unnerving rapidness. With the light came shadows, stretching out from the base of the trees and growing out of bushes. Out of those shadows poured living blankets of crawling and squirming insects. The black pool of vermin spread and slowly flooded the yard as I watched. As the rippling pools expanded, I could see what looked like limbs moving under the depths. The flailing arms of the drowning victim lost in a sea of roaches and centipedes, crickets and spiders. I watched these pools expand to the edges of the house, and then they began to filter inside. I watched them pour into cracks into the doors and through the edges of slightly cracked windows. They filled the walls and filtered through the ceiling. I could see the shapes inside the growing sea of bugs more clearly then, as they splashed up, grasping for air. Constructed of bugs were flailing to get free of the bugs all at the same time. Their hands reached out to me as their dark, empty eyes begged for my assistance. I wrapped my blanket tighter around me, knowing any minute to be on the bed with me. Their chirping and rustling, squeaking, and buzzing noises filled my head. I could not escape it even with my hands over both ears. Then I heard the voices, singing softly like sirens on a distant shore. Their words had significant meaning I knew, but the language was ancient, melodic, and utterly inhuman in nature. It grew louder but remained just as distant, and it cut through the constant buzz of the bugs, like a warm knife through butter. Then it was a sympathy, and I understood these voices weren't singing to me. No, they were singing to one another. I was merely listening in. Every so often one voice would end in an agonizing shriek that would startle the others to silence. Then the rest would carry on only seconds later. I looked at the blood-red sky, covered my ears with my hands, and I screamed into an attempt to drown out the noise. But they got louder. No, closer. They were closing in on me, climbing up the wall to the ceiling, blotting out the sky, and I could feel the tiny legs crawled over me, up my torso, my neck, into my ears, and gaped mouth. As they crawled down my throat, I coughed. I woke up coughing and almost fell out of bed. It was all a dream, I realized. Thank God it was all a dream. I went and checked the track I had playing. It ended. The soft hum of the heater turned off, and once again I could hear the crickets outside. Not just the crickets, but all the crawling creatures as they rustled and chirped and wiggled. And the voices, they were all there all along, singing in the dark distance. Every few minutes I could hear their shrieks, blood-curdling cries, loud enough to make me jump out of my seat. It wasn't a dream, it was their dreams. It was a song of the Sandman, echoing in their minds. I went back to bed, hoping it would go away. I didn't put the music back on. The racket outside my walls was enough to serve an ambience this town. But when I awakened again, it had only gotten worse. The sunlight crashed down like a million cymbals, crashing and clamoring as if the concert was being played inches from my head. People were out and about, talking, thinking, doing it all very loud. Neighbors were mowing lawns on a highway a good 500 feet away from my house was flowing with traffic. I could hear it all, and was only the beginning of a skull-splitting headache that has, as of now, accosted me for 3 weeks straight. I hid away in the day, but at night it was equally unbearable. Whatever frequency my brain had focused in on when I was sleeping had slowly changed. My brain had changed with it, apparently. It has followed it into previously unknown territory. I can't sleep at night now, or I dream their dreams. When I'm awake, I simply hear them, their conversation, their groggy ramblings, their terrified mutterings. When I sleep, I tune into all the dreams at once. I feel their joy, but I also feel their pain. I thought about seeing a doctor. I really have, but I watch television. And I know what they do to people like me. Freaks like me. Scientific oddities such as me. No, I've got to solve this myself. It's dusk now. The crickets are singing their song again. I can hear every single bug as it crawls over every single blade of grass. And of course the sky has taken on that blood-red hue. I know what I must do. I was just pondering the effects of a similarly amplified sense of taste. Do you think I'd be able to resolve that situation the same way? Or would I be put off by my sensitivity to the metallic taste of the barrel? No matter, the song must end now. The cicadas are crying. It's time to sleep. Sleep is for the weak, but I never claimed to be strong. That was a creepypasta called High Frequency by Chris Phoenix. Leave a like if you enjoyed and subscribe if you're new. Thanks for watching, and have a slightly more creepy day.